Really good. And then keep breathing just like that. And with one leg floating down and then coming back up, just notice the points where your low back might start to lift up. And see if you can counter that with your core. Okay, so right from your center, your low ribs pull in, and you're just trying to keep that good connection. Low back down on the mat. Little breath out with each lower. For 5. You guys got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take your hands to your shins, hug your knees in once again. A little rock and roll left and right. Okay, and then we're gonna come on over to a plank position, okay, on your hands and toes. So you can make your way around, and we're gonna go slow and controlled mountain climbers. Okay, so you just chop one knee in towards your same side elbow. I like to visualize the front or kind of the soft part of my elbow. That's where I'm leaning. Yeah. Really good. And then see if you can integrate your breath now. Okay, so you exhale, knee forward. Exhale, knee forward. That's it. Good. Keep it going just like that. Try and keep shoulders right over wrist. Breath is moving here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take your knees down. Sit your hips back towards your heels. And then we're going to do that a few times. So come through tabletop and then sit your hips to your heels. Come forward, hips to heels. Just a little movement here for your hips, your knees, your ankles. Again, just waking your body up. Starting your day off with yourself in movement. And just knowing there's a lot of power from that, you guys. There's a lot of power in starting your day with you, like fully on purpose. See if with these next couple, you can just kind of feel into what this starting your day will give you today, right? So just, will it give you perhaps a new lease on some creativity? Okay, will it just get you in a good state of mind for the rest of the day? Okay, maybe there's something that you're gonna go do and that's awesome. Just even projects that you might be working on or a certain amount of work that you might need to do. Okay, and then let's come over onto your back again. Okay, so we're gonna do that one again. Okay, you take your head into your hands. Hands are pushing on the floor, and then here, let's add in elbows push down. Okay, so do your best to have your elbows out as wide as you can. So you're pushing the whole backs of your arms, your head into your hands, everything into the mat, pressure, pressure, pressure. And then work your legs up to straight, and then we're gonna alternate one leg down at a time. Okay, and then from here, you might start to add on just a little more depth. Right, so we come down perhaps a little bit lower, but with control. Breath steady and control. There's no rushing. We can teach ourselves that, right? We can teach ourselves to no longer need that adrenaline to rush. Right? We can teach ourselves to slow down and be mindful in our body. There's a lot of power from that. Last 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Okay, hug your knees in, big squeeze. Right, very good. I'm gonna flip it back over. Okay, high plank, same thing. Knees are gonna chop in, big squeeze. Slow and mindful. Think like if you were to punch a punching bag with your hand, I want you to think that is what's happening with your knee when it goes forward. So big squeeze. Okay, little punch. Forward. Sound effects are welcome. Yeah, that's it. Okay, breath is steady. Eyes are just forward to the hands. Okay, you getting connected to you. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and then knees down. Hips back to your heels. Just do this one a little shorter set this time. So tabletop, hips back, tabletop, hips back. Yeah. Good, and then maybe there's something new here for you to remember. Okay, new for you to remember, like what this movement and connection to you will give you today. Okay, maybe you remember a friend that you haven't seen or rather talked to in a while, and you reach out to them. Maybe you start writing in your journal again. Maybe you have a new sense of clarity for your partner or someone who you love a lot. And it just gives you that clean slate, good start over, new day. One more time. Okay, hips back. All right, onto your back. We're gonna do that one more time, okay? So think of these exercises as like compounding. So every time we go back to them, we have a new opportunity to sort of like do better and like layer in what we learned the first time, okay? So hands behind your head, press everything down into the mat, and then we're alternating one by one. Okay, work your heels up away from the hips so your legs are straight or straight-ish. And now you might even add on here, your top leg doesn't move. It stays straight over your hip. So when your one leg is waiting at the top, it's really truly waiting over your hip, nice and controlled. And then here, if you can add this in, this layer of awareness, your leg bones stay in a tidy line with your hip joints. Okay, last 4, 3, 2. Good job, guys. And 1. And then hug in, little squeeze, and we roll it over. Okay, so we set our hands good and strong, plank position, and then you knee punch in. That's it. There you go. And think with control, like you're really trying to snap your belly in as you drive your knee in. And if there's another way that feels better for you to breathe, definitely do that. Could be through the nose. Could be a powerful exhale at the mouth. Okay, stay with it. Hips are lifted. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Knees down, a little shake with the shoulders, hips back. Take child's pose, your arms just stretch out and your forehead comes down. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Relax your forehead on the mat. Yeah. Right, fantastic. And then roll yourself up. And we're gonna come to a side plank on your right elbow. So I want you guys to really focus on a good solid foundation. Whenever you're working core, a good solid foundation so you can really feel the activation happening. Okay, so if that means modifying, with your top foot out in front of you, this will just give you a little extra push, okay, down into the floor to be able to hold side plank. Okay, alternatively, you can put your bottom knee on the floor, and that can just really give you extra support, okay? So from here, you're gonna tap your hip, your right hip, down to the floor, full stop, and then lift your hips up, okay? Tap your hips down, and then lift up. So we're all about the focus on the lift up part, okay? Here you go. And I sometimes even take my left hand out in front of me a bit. Shoulders stay back, but left hand out in front, just to give you that little, the lift. There's the sound effect, Okay, and when you go to lift up, you might even feel your right side, like feel it out with your right hand. Low ribs towards your right hip on the right. Okay, and if both your knees are off the mat, we still want you to full stop at the bottom. Hips are lifted, you guys got it. Last 10 seconds. Ooh, yeah. And one more time. All right, so good. So that was our right side. Now we're gonna flip, flip, flip. I always feel like there's such a graceful thing that happens when you transition from your front to your back. Whenever you're doing core, there seems to be like this sloth-like motion. Okay, now this is where I ask you to do the same modification. If you were modifying on the first side, I just ask that you keep it even and level for your second side. Okay, here we go. Tap your hip down, full stop, and then lift. And that's where you're gonna attach your exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now, you're all the way around core, right? 360 degrees. We're essentially using your entire core, okay, all the way around in a circle around your waist whenever we're focusing on one side. It's kind of like 4 parts, front, back, side, side. And we can't really make one of them work without the others. It's just really where we put our focus, yeah? So let's just see if we can keep our focus here for 20 seconds. Left side body, squeeze. Okay, left ribs towards your left hip. You can even put your right hand on your left side to feel it out. Last one. Okay, so good. Now, we're flipping back over to the right side. I'm sweating already. It's good. I hope you guys are getting warm or getting there. Feeling warm or getting there. Okay, so on your right hand, now here's the option too. Sometimes side planks can be hard on the wrist. I want you to take your hand a little bit forward of the shoulder. See how I'm not just jamming down on my wrist? There's a bit of an angle of my right arm. That's what I want you guys to focus on here. Bottom knee can also come to the mat for option. Okay, and then left arm reaches underneath towards the right. Okay, left arm high, and then reach underneath towards your right. Okay, here you go. That's it. Now I want you to feel the rotation of your hips. Okay, so as you rotate, let your left hip face the floor a little. Rotate. Low ribs stay in towards the top of your hips. And then remember, as we go, if you need more support, you could put a knee down and just really focus on the rotation through your hips in relation to shoulders. Okay, good job, you guys. 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, contracted. For 5, yeah. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, okay. Flip, flip, flip. The worm around to get to the other side. Okay, we'll do it the same way. Set it up as the first side, and here we go. Right arm high, reach to the left. Okay, and then remember that angle of your left arm. Your left hand will be just ahead of the shoulder. That's it. Very good. Remember, as we go, if we need adjustments, you take it, right? Just really fully owning exactly what you need this morning. Okay, what you need. 15 seconds, we got her. That's it. And 1. So good. Okay. Here we go. We're going to add those 2 together. So I'm going to give you guys an option here. Either your right elbow or your right hand. Modifications with knees down, totally good. I'm going to show you what it would look like with your right hand down. Okay? So I like to have my front leg forward a bit. I'm actually going to tap my hip all the way to the floor. Looks like I'm just chilling, yeah? And then I lift. Left arm underneath and to the right. And then I open. Slow and controlled down. Lift up. Under and rotate. Okay? So we just put those 2 together. Right side. We'll do the same thing if you're on your elbow. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Amazing. Okay. Off the floor. And then you rotate. Once you come to the floor, there's like a lot of pressure that has to go into the wrist as well as the right side to lift up. So remember, you can bring your left foot out in front, and that'll just take a bit of the pressure off as well as you can focus through the whole right side. Keep thinking about your right side, okay, obliques, as well as keeping your low back good and safe. Okay, navel draws in. 15 seconds, we got it. Yes. And time. Fantastic. Okay, other side. Just ask that you do the same thing. Okay, just to keep it even. It'd be like doing a whole bunch of different reps on one side of your body and then making it different on the other. Okay, so up, and then your rotation, hips touch the floor. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a little break after this one, so do your best. Okay, and just remember, any of these workouts, whether you're doing my workouts or they're the recordings, or it's a yoga practice with someone who you love, I want you to do your best, okay? And just know that this time that you get to spend at home, okay, is really the comforts of your own home. So you get to define and you get to decide exactly what your best is. And that might change day to day, okay? So just be patient right here. You got it. Okay, one more time. Left, oh boy, sliding, reach, and then we're coming down. Okay, very good. A little water, if you guys would like. I'm gonna have a little bit. I said that I wasn't going to, but I would like some. See? Thank God we live in a free country that we can change our mind, you know? Okay, so now we're gonna work into some planks as well as some back extensions. Okay, so we'll be facing our mat pretty well the whole way. We're gonna start on our belly. So let's do that. I think I mentioned this right at the beginning of when I first started leading these classes. I was like, wow, you know, I should really get down and like clean my floor and like do that whole thing. And it's freaking so dirty and hairy and dusty again. So just getting really acquainted with what my floor looks like, you know? Maybe you're having a version of that at your house. Okay. So your arms are gonna come out in like a circle, kind of over your head, okay? And then as you lift your head and chest up, your elbows draw in towards your hips and your rib cage, okay? You're gonna keep your legs down. We inhale, get down nice and low, chin to the mat, and then exhale, pull back. So it's kind of like a little swim, okay? You just lift your head and chest up off the floor. Okay, here you go. Yeah, good. Now, I like the exhale to lift up. Some of you that practice yoga, we usually ask you to lift up and inhale, okay? I think for this today, it's really about the power and strength of your back, okay? So we inhale to come down, exhale to lift up, squeeze and draw in, okay? Feel your shoulder blades come together at the end, and then hug your glutes about 25%. So there's a little bit of action back there, okay? Self-action, okay? Okay, little squeeze, and then lift up. And we're trying to fire all those little muscles along the spine. 10 seconds here, we got it. And chin stays humble, yeah, in. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. So, to your elbows. I want you to come to a prayer with your hands. So, palms touch, fingers touch. Tuck your toes, and then you're gonna lift your hips for plank. Remember, knees down, modification, no problem. You just keep everything engaged, strong through your center. And then you're gonna drag your elbows back. Okay, pull your elbows back, almost like they could rip your mat out from underneath you. Good. And then you're just gonna hover your knees towards the mat if they're lifted. Okay, and then if your knees are already down, no problem, you're holding. And then straighten your legs, chest forward. Okay, hover your knees, breathe in. Exhale, lift your knees. Keep following that now. Inhale to hover. Exhale to straighten your legs. Inhale to hover. Exhale, straighten them. Inhale, hover. Straight legs. And come down. Very good. So we're going right back into our little swimmer back extension, but we're gonna add on straight arms at the back. So little circle overhead, pull back, and then your arms go to straight behind you with your head and chest lifted. And then we come back through center, return down, and then you lift. Here we go. Lift up, elbows towards your hips, and then reach back. Come down and reset. Lift up, chin humble, reach it back. You try to maintain that height with your head and your shoulders when you go to take your arms behind you. Okay? So you might start to feel some fire a bit in your whole spine, okay? Recognize that as somewhat of the muscle burn, okay? These muscles along our spine are quite small, like in relation to, say, our quadricep, okay? They're quite small, so keep breathing. We just don't want to jam on the vertebrae, which is the bone of our spine, yeah? So try to lift up, squeeze your core strong in the front, and then activate on the back. One more time. Yeah, all right, relax for a moment. Big breath. Yeah, good. Okay, elbows under shoulders. Go to that prayer again. Sometimes I imagine like, okay, say a prayer for me before I come up to plank. Okay, tuck your toes, lift your hips, plank position, okay? So now we're pulling elbows back, right? Activating strong through the front of you. When you go to rock your elbows back, you're gonna feel your core fire up. So hold that position, pull back, okay? And then hover your knees above the mat. And then straight legs. Hover your knees. Flex your quads. Hover. Straighten. Hover. And straighten. Keep pulling your elbows back. Hover. Straighten. You guys got it. Elbows back. Inhale to hover. Exhale, straighten. One more. Inhale, hover. Exhale, straighten. Roll onto your belly. Oh yeah. Okay. So we add on again to our little back extension. Okay. So circle overhead, elbows back, arms reach back, and then you lift your legs any amount. Okay. Now, if you lift your legs and you feel like you're jamming on the low back vertebrae, you can just keep your feet down and stick with that last version of arms straight back. Okay. Here we go. Elbows towards hips, arms reach back, option to lift legs. And you're just working exactly where you're at this morning, okay? So this is feeling like quite intense on the back, on your spine, totally normal, okay? So you just work with what you have. Reach. And try to time it as well, right? So elbows pull back, and then as you straighten your arms, you lift your legs. Chin humble, look down towards the surface of the mat or the floor. Shoulder blades towards the spine. And then just one more time, pull back and lift. All right, relax down. Take a moment here. Oh, yes. Very good. Plank position. Here we go. Elbows under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Say a little prayer. And here we go. Okay, that's good. Very good. Okay, in this plank, I want you to thank your body for all the ways in which it is strong and helps you do all the fun shit that you want to do. Okay? Maybe you're not doing all of the fun shit that you want to do, like camping. That's my example. I'm just holding out hope and I'm praying that we can go camping this summer. Yeah? Okay, good. Hover your knees, rip your elbows back, straight legs. Hover your knees, straight legs. Hover your knees, you guys got it. Shoulder blades to your spine, straight legs. Hover and straighten. Hover and straighten. Push your palms together too. Hover and straighten. One more time. Hover, oh boy, straighten. Knees down. Take child's pose. You can even let your elbows lift off of the mat to stretch your armpits. Ooh, yes. All right. Now, if you need water, grab water and then come onto your back. Okay, hug your knees in, give yourself a little squeeze. And this will be our final little banger set, okay? I call them banger sets when it's a bit of a doozy, okay? So, I'm gonna take your hands behind your head, and then you're gonna be very polite and cross your whole right leg over your left leg, okay? And I say very polite like you were gonna be, I say like ladylike, but I already wanna take that back. So you just cross your whole right thigh over your left leg. How about like you really had to go to the bathroom? Like that, okay? Big breath in, lay your head back. And then you're gonna start to drag your knees away from you, any amount, okay? Hold here. And notice if you can push your low back down. Okay, breathe in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bring everything in through center. Try and touch your elbows to either side of your right knee. Okay, inhale, we get long. Maybe you touch your left toes to the floor. And then exhale, hug in. Inhale, we open up, try and press your low back down. And then exhale, hug in. Inhale. Exhale. Good job, you guys. Stay with this. Keep the breath going out as you hug in. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, last 3. Try and lift your tailbone now. 2, 1. We hold in, hold in, hold in, and then reach your arms out towards the back of your mat. Hold here, hug your knees to your nose, and then you pulse. Reach and reach and exhale. 6, 5. We got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicycles. Uncross, twist, and twist. Bicycle. Left elbow to your right thigh. Breathe here. You guys got it. Kick your legs out. Any amount lower towards the floor. If you need to pause and then come back, no problem. Keep breathing. It might be getting kind of hairy now. Let's just be with that. A little faster now. Pick it up. 10, 9, 8. Whoa. 7, 6. Burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big relax. Oh, that's good. I was laughing because I was really feeling like I wanted to stop, and then I was still talking. There's a really funny thing when things are hard in your body, in my body, and then talking, it's quite funny. Okay, big breath. Wow, that was a lot. You guys still with me? Everybody here? A little thumb up, maybe? Just towards the screen, like we're alive and well. Okay, very good, you guys. Now, whole left leg crosses over your right. You really had to go to the bathroom. You're holding strong. Squeeze in, thighs touching. Yeah, big squeeze, okay? Head lays back in your hands. Okay, remember I said this was like the ender banger set, right? So, hands behind your head, elbows wide. You're gonna start to drag your knees away from you. Big breath in. And then exhale, curl in. Bring your elbows towards the other side of your left knee. Inhale, we open up. Maybe you tap your right toes to the floor. Curl in, exhale. Now, try and keep your low back down. Hug your knees towards your nose as much as you can. You guys got it. Big squeeze. So close to being done. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For 3. Nice work, team. 2. And 1. Hold, hold, hold. Hold. See if you can touch your elbows to your knee. Hold here, hold here, hold here. And then take your arms out in front of you. You're holding. Knees pull in more. Reach, reach, reach. And we pulse. Lift your head up. 7, 6, 5. Shoulders up. 4. Big reach. 3, 2, 1. Bicycles, option for straight legs. Breathe. Yeah, you guys got it. Bicycles, if you need to bend your knees, no problem. Straight legs will be more challenging. And maybe getting a little hot through your center. Yes. Good job, you guys. Stay with this. Keep it rolling. Go into the burn. We got it. A little faster now. Pick it up. Yes. 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 We got it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Splat-ola. Stretch your arms out. Stretch your legs out. Reach your hands overhead. Lace your fingers and flip your palms out. Stretch your belly button towards the ceiling. Really good job, you guys. This is what we call el completo. All right, roll it over on your belly. Put your elbows underneath your shoulders. Promise we're not doing plank. Promise, promise. Okay, elbows under shoulders, and then lift your chin up and drop your belly button towards the mat. Breathe here. Head up, chin up, shoulders back. Very nice. You also might not have felt very nice, which I fully understand. So take a big breath here, and a long breath out. And then we'll go to child's pose. Flatten your hands, hips back towards your heels, a little stretch through your armpits and your side body. Yeah. Take a couple breaths, long inhales, long exhales. All right, team, way to go. Complete. If you would like to stretch a little bit longer, please do that. Oh, so good. Hi, Katie. Oh, yes.